Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your August reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about for the month of August. Overall, bottom of the deck right away, I'm going to say so, Ace of Wands. So they're talking about this new venture, new passion, new enlightenment within yourself. But the beginning of the month or the end of the month of July could have been hard for you. The first card came out, two cards. Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Right away, this is feeling completely cheated in our heart chakra when we were completely open and then got rubbed right under our feet. Then I have the Ten of Wands. This will provoke the end of a cycle, the end of the way that you used to bring things forward. Ten of Wands. It can come, the way I'm feeling it here, kind of as a fed up feeling. That kind of no more. I'm dropping this. Last card is the Five of Pentacles. It was anyway something where you didn't receive your due, like being robbed, and at the same time you were, doing this and not it wasn't balanced anyway. Okay, and you're kind of waking up to this. Under our Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords, I have the King of Pentacles. Well, that's you. So for a lot of you, this has to do with, it can have to do with work. It can have to do with a relationship, a friendship, family dynamic. It all depends. The energies will take the shape that they take in order for us to understand them. And it will be all different. This is a general reading for all of Capricorn. So there you go. And then under that, I have the Five of Cups. So not only feeling cheated, but grieving also. So really something that got taken off of, this balanced you completely. You were expecting this. You were counting on this. You were, you put your heart and soul into this, and it got robbed. And now you're grieving it. This is the state as you're getting into the month of August or finishing the month of July. Under our Ten of Wands, which is the end of that cycle, I have Judgment. And under that, Temperance. Now these are two cards with angels on them, if you've noticed. One will rise the vibration, bringing parts of us back to the light, back to the consciousness, sometimes bringing back events also so that we can reassess them with our new consciousness. And Temperance, it's having that capacity to see the bigger picture. And so that's why I think it's going to be kind of an awakening moment of, oh my God, what I've been trying to bring forward all this time. And now I see the truth of it. And of course there's a grieving because I've put my heart into it. But now I see clearly. Temperance has the sun sign in his third eye. So it's very hard to see more clearly than that. And so by rising this vibration of us, you will see how it got to be like that, why you try to do things that way. It will become clear. Part of it will be because you will have had that energy of the Five of Pentacles inside of you, the fear of lack, or just the perception of lack, of not having enough, not being enough, being left out in the cold, being not part of, being abandoned. Under that, I have the Star. So this big shock awakening, what it's bringing, it's that understanding of the Five of Pentacles. And then that capacity to let go of it. Realigning yourself with your star, with what you came here to do, in your total integrity. And when we say integrity, it's a question of, it's not just not lying, but also not lying to ourselves, remembering who we are. So, and not lying to ourselves does not automatically mean delusions. It means, well, if I believed for so long that I wasn't enough, now I see what I've allowed to happen, and now I'm getting rid of it because I know I'm enough. That kind of thing. Here, this is something that affects, can affect you deeply in your emotions, and that feeling of being screwed by the universe, by other people, by all of that, is gonna come back to the surface, so you can reassess it, so you can take back your power in it. And under that, I have an Ace of Pentacles. So of course that Ace of Pentacles is gonna make 5 plus 1, 6. And 6 is the balance of giving and receiving. So, and that is with that new notion, what is going to be your next cycle in fire, in wands, in your willpower, in your passion, and what is going to drive you. It's going to drive you in more of a balanced of giving and receiving. And not just putting your heart into something and not getting absolutely nothing in return. It can also be understanding where we've put our hearts, in what kind of people. Maybe people that cannot give it back. Not because we're not worthy, but because they can't. Because they're not available emotionally, or XY reasons. They just maybe don't love themselves. Seeing all clearly through all of this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify the reading for Capricorns for the month of August, Spirit. Okay, let's see, what is that Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords? Justice. Yeah. When divine justice comes, it doesn't come as, well, the person that screwed me just got hit by a car, divine justice. This is not how it works. Divine justice has a sword. So it has consciousness. It has enlightenment. We receive an understanding. Oh my God, I see the situation now. There's a scale. I need to rebalance this. By taking your own power, not by punishing the other, but by finishing something that was unbalanced. Justice of man takes care of punishment, and you know, as one goes on, their way of thinking, their way of doing always comes back at one point. But here, justice, this is like, I'm getting it, and I'm gonna take the decision to bring back balance in my life. Once I notice unbalance, I'm gonna readjust it. Show me the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Eight of Sword. You were probably, and here is the Knight of Pentacle to bring this forward. Like you probably couldn't see, oh my God, where can I go? I cannot go further like this. I'm stuck. Eight of Sword. I'm in a mental jail. And that is like that Seven of Sword being noticed, but then not knowing what to do with it. You have no choice but to drop all of it in order to bring that pentacle forward, in order to change your Five of Pentacle into a Six of Pentacle. It was a cycle of being stuck where you were and nothing moving forward. There it is again. That Knight of Pentacle arriving for the 5 to become a 6. It's probably that feeling of maybe for some of you pushing a project, pushing something, not seeing any results, and then finally understanding the bigger picture of it and dropping whatever was blocking you to finally get a balanced revenue out of it. You know, like this can be a settlement for a lot of you, or if it's not a settlement in the court of man, it's a settlement or a rebalancing within your own karma by understanding something and by removing a certain way of doing things, of thinking, of, you know, we'll see. King of Pentacle. Or people per se, you know. Removing people. Once you see that you'll never get what you need, they'll never be able to give you back or to exchange equally with you, then, you know, if you're doing things to get appreciated, it won't be. If you appreciate who you are and you're doing things out of your overflow, you don't care if it's appreciated. As long as the gesture is genuine, it is fulfilling for you, and it will hit the people that can appreciate that. So sometimes we try to give to people that cannot acknowledge what we're doing anyway. So at that point, we have to just let go, because if not, we're always unappreciated. Knight of Cups. For some of you, it was really going. That's why the Six of Cups was there. This was a heart chakra giving you were doing. Judgment. Ten of Pentacle. This can be very familial for a lot of you. Helping, supporting family, or a family pattern that will finally finish. Judgment on the Ten of Pentacle. It's judgment on what you've tried to build and what you've actually got out of it. A Star. Why is the Star here for Capricorn? Could have been something you invested also for a very long time in, but it's almost like it didn't have any more outcome. Queen of Pentacle with the Star. All right. At the end of this, by judging this, by maybe finishing something that was there for a very long time, you're going to regain your worth and your value, your inner worth and your value. Queen of Pentacle. Five of Cups. Some of you also, this can be because the Seven of Swords, this is like being cheated, you know, something removed in the middle of the night. You could have cheated yourself out of what you truly loved, convincing yourself to push yourself in a certain way to try and build something, but now judgment comes. When you were doing that, you always had that feeling of lack because your soul was not fulfilled. For some of you, this is what it's talking about. I stop on the Six of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, it was your heart chakra, soul speaking, drive, what, you know, we feel we have to do, that you denied you doing the Seven of Swords on you. And then justice comes because there's an understanding that's going to remove you from a place of feeling stuck, a feeling burdens with no passion. And then finally bringing something forward that's going to start feeding yourself. Five of Cups. Five of Cups for Capricorns. Three of Pentacles. The Devil. Yeah, you're crying a shape that, because Three of Pentacles is the shape of our reality, what we want to build and all of that. Here, Capricorn, there you are. So maybe you limited yourself, focused on, you know, doing the right thing, providing. The Devil can be very good on that kind of slaving ourselves to life, but not listening to our soul or to our, you know, higher selves, emotions, that kind of fulfillment. So in a way, there's like that inner grieving all the time. And what is that inner grieving? And then you kind of see and have that judgment of the parts of you that you have let go before, that are coming back to the surface, and you are going to reanalyze the empire that you've built and if it was worth it. To attain this by denying such an essential part. And I think you're going to start following your heart and start a brand new cycle in what you want your reality to be. Show me Temperance. So it's going to be a change in direction, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Here, the big picture you're seeing is the Six of Pentacles. And it's all about, and here I have the Emperor, King of Wands. It's all about, and here is the Judgment. Yeah, your masculine side, how you brought things about. Now it's going to be in a balanced manner. I'm going to arrange so that I am fulfilled. And what will come out of me will be the overflow. And so it will not take from me in a sacrificial way. Nobody wants to receive from a sacrifice. Though we kind of value sacrifice like there's no tomorrow, depending of your education. But often we're stuck with this, that you become extraordinary if you sacrifice yourself. But who wants to receive a sacrifice? Oh, I'm going to give you this, but it hurts me a lot to give it to you. Will you feel good receiving it? Will you enjoy it? Will your heart be fulfilled with grace and enjoyment as you receive this sacrifice? No, you'll feel guilty. So that brings a complete stagnation of things, and there's no growth. Here, you're seeing the bigger picture of things and how the balanced universe works, where you have to be fulfilled and give only from your overflow with no expectation. Here, this guy does not expect them to give back what he's giving with interest. No, there's no expectations. And they are receiving freely because they know that. They know that it is a true gift. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. So that we can be in everything like that. And our energy, how we spend our energy, not just money. Pentacles is much more than that. It's the shape of our reality. Ace of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Pentacles? For Capricorns. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so that you can finally have fruits from all of your labor. And that it is not just, you know, to the salt mine we go and work with nothing fulfilling us. Just investing and working and just to keep this thing going. That I don't even see where it's going anymore and I feel empty in it. That's the kind of realization that you have. And then you will notice how you have, by denying part of you, by denying the waters in you, that is what has made your garden dry. By grieving the essential water you needed, by sacrificing it for the sake of, here, you're going to realign, you're going to change completely your perspective and realign your values. Queen of Pentacles. Your values and your value. And what you came here to do. What makes your heart sing. This is on what the judgment is going to be on. And the understanding that denying this part of you just impoverishes you. You can have, you know, $1 million in the bank and feel completely empty, dry, and poor. And that's why. And you'll see and understand that. So, changing course towards true abundance, through fulfillment. I should call this fulfillment. Path to fulfillment. Or something like that. Yeah. So, or a new cycle of fulfillment, because you are going to start following this brand new passion, which in a way it's not a new passion, it's remembering a passion that you have and then starting that cycle in a new way. On this, my beautiful Capricorns, this is going to be an exciting month of August for you. I'm going to send you all my love and light for this month, through all the craziness out there. Thank you for sharing, commenting, subscribing, to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, the email is below. And thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. On the new moon, full moon, I do a special ceremony to give you back. And on this, namaste, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month. Bye-bye, Capricorn.